Thanks for having me. Raiz is a micro investing app which got listed on the ASX in 2018, but we actually launched in Australia in 2016. And what I mean by a micro investing app, it means that you can be fully invested in the market for as little as $5. And so for $5, you can get exposure to equities, bonds, cash, and be fully exposed in the market. And as well as that, Raiz has a lot of automated features. So you can set up savings plans, you can set up reoccurring investments, but obviously the one that we're very well known for is roundups that link spending to savings. So as you spend, money is rounded up and invested into your Raiz app. And the other most important thing about Raiz, I guess, is that it's a mobile first platform. So Raiz is delivered over either Apple or through Android phones, or you can also get it on a website. So in the presentation today, I'll talk a little bit about what our business model is, and then I'll talk also about our ESG initiatives that are going on. Raiz has a subscription-based revenue model. And so what that means is that you pay $3.50 per month and you get access to all the Raiz features, and you can invest in a conservative to aggressive portfolio or into our Emerald portfolio, Sapphire portfolio. But when you go into our customer portfolios, you do actually have to pay a slightly higher revenue model, which is $4.50 a month. Raiz also has a presence both in Indonesia and Malaysia, and they're still subscription-based models, but they're obviously more in line with what Indonesians and Malaysians can pay there. So Raiz has, a couple of ESG initiatives that go on, and in reality, we didn't actually structure it like this. It just came out of the culture of Raiz, which is driven by the employees, and we're a very millennial-based employee group. One of them is financial literacy, and we find that nearly 60% of our users, even in Australia, are using the Raiz app to improve their financial literacy. But this is obviously much more important when we go into countries like Indonesia and Malaysia, where there is such a large need for improvement of financial literacy, and Raiz is a way to improve these people's lifestyle. So they're just not looking at the equation of spending, but they're also looking at the equation of how they manage their wealth. And that is an important part of the equation that Raiz tries to bring. And we've started off in Malaysia and Indonesia, but we're also looking to move into Thailand and Vietnam very soon. So one of the first additions to the Raiz product after it came out in 2016 was the addition of the Emerald portfolio, which is an ESG portfolio, and it was driven by our customer feedback, our customer demand for an ESG portfolio in the product. It's a very light green portfolio, as we say in the ESG world, and that was driven a lot by what ETF products were available at the time. But since then, more and more, darker green ETFs have come onto the Australian market, and you can access them and build your own ESG portfolio through custom portfolio option available on the Raiz app. As I mentioned, a lot of what we do is driven by what our millennial team wants to see the company do, and obviously offsetting our carbon footprint as a company has been very important to our team. And so far, we've planted, over 6,500 trees. That's about 650 tons of carbon removed from the atmosphere. And we continue to do this, and we continue to increase the number of trees that we're planting in Western Australia to reforest parts of Western Australia, and at the same time, removing carbon from the atmosphere and offsetting our carbon footprint. So offsetters allows our customers to offset their own carbon footprint. So the planting of the trees offsets the Raiz carbon footprint, but offsetters allows you to offset your own carbon footprint. As well as that, it also helps the local community by building up an Australian National Relief Fund. And we also have fund prizes and competitions that go around it. And it's very affordable at $3.70 a month to offset your own carbon footprint. And we've found this to be very popular with our Raiz users as well. Every day I get up and I'm very driven to come to the Raiz office, because seeing us expand not only into Australia, but also into Southeast Asia, improving financial literacy, teaching people about the other side of the equation of wealth creation, which is the saving side, not just the spending side, and being able to deliver a great product, which is which is highly recognizable in the market and is very well, rated by our customers who keep coming back and back to use our product, makes me very proud of what we've done and achieved at Raiz over the last 5 years plus.